Every day, MCPS welcomes more than 156,000 students to its schools, and we work hard to provide the instruction, services, and opportunities our children need to be successful. We do this through our operating budget, which pays for the staff, resources, and materials our schools need. It's important that our community understands how the MCPS budget is funded, how the money is spent, and what that looks like in your child's school. About 65% of the MCPS budget comes from Montgomery County, while about 27% comes from the state of Maryland. Just 3% is provided by the federal government. When enrollment grows, as it has for the past several years, MCPS receives additional funds, but those additional dollars don't cover the full cost of providing an education to a larger number of students. So, how is this money spent? The vast majority of the MCPS budget goes exactly where you would expect, into the classroom. For every dollar in our budget, more than 80 cents is spent on instruction, including teachers, staff, and materials like textbooks and supplies. About 14 cents of every dollar goes to other services for schools, like bus transportation for 96,000 students a day, nutritious meals, and staff that keeps our buildings clean, safe, and well-equipped. Less than 2 cents of every dollar is spent on system-wide support, or what some people call the central office. Percentage-wise, MCPS has one of the smallest central offices in the state of Maryland. But this small, hardworking team does crucial work, including hiring, teacher and staff training, and providing direct support and oversight to our 202 schools. It's important to understand that education is a people business. That's why more than 90% of the MCPS budget is spent on salaries and benefits for the outstanding educators, support professionals, and administrators who serve our students. So what does this look like in our schools? MCPS provides staff and resources to schools using formulas that are based on the school's enrollment and the needs of its students. As you would expect, larger schools will get more staff. For instance, in elementary schools, we want to have an average of 25 students per class and a maximum of no more than 28 students. Let's say a school has 108 third grade students. That school would receive 4 third grade teachers. But if third grade enrollment grows to 120 students, 4 teachers won't be enough. So that school will be given a 5th teacher to keep class sizes at or below 28 students whenever possible. But our budget formulas also take into account the needs of students. For instance, class sizes in kindergarten and grades 1 and 2 are lower in elementary schools that serve a greater number of students living in poverty. And schools that have more students who need to learn English get more staff to make that happen. To see how this works, let's take a look at 2 elementary schools that both have about 600 students. School A has a relatively low percent of students receiving free and reduced price meals, or FARMs, which is an indicator of poverty. This school also has relatively few students who receive English for speakers of other languages, or ESOL services. School B has about the same number of students, but has a much higher percentage of economically disadvantaged students and a much greater number of ESOL students. As you can see, School B receives about 20 more positions than School A. This includes additional classroom teachers who help keep class sizes lower, academic intervention teachers who provide focused support to students who are struggling, additional ESOL teachers to help a larger number of students learn English and keep up with their academics, and additional educational assistants, also called paraprofessionals, who work directly in the classroom. It works similarly in middle and high schools too. Staff is provided to schools based on enrollment and need. This often means that schools with higher poverty have 15 to 20 more positions to lower class sizes in core classes and to support students with interventions needed to improve achievement. There are other ways that schools are provided staff and resources. For instance, special education staff is assigned based on the individualized needs of students. Also, a school may house a special program, such as a magnet or center, and will receive additional staff and resources. This is just an overview of a process that happens throughout the year and involves MCPS staff, parents, students, and community members. Visit the Budget 101 website to learn more about the MCPS budget and how you can get involved in ensuring our schools have the resources needed to serve all students.